Namaste. Welcome to another session of guided meditation. So, these meditation sessions that I'm conducting for people, they are actually based on certain patterns. And so, it will be nice if those of you who are actually watching this can actually watch them in a more sequential way. It would make a lot more sense if you have watched the meditation series, that instructions that I gave, and then you're doing the guided meditations in a sequence. In some traditions, these meditations are actually given out more like on based on certain qualifications and certain practices people have done. But because to make it convenient, I'm just giving it on the YouTube. But I encourage people to go there. Otherwise, it'll just confuse you if you just kind of jump into one and you have not followed. To just make the best of your own meditation, I suggest that you watch the other YouTube videos as well, the guided meditations and the meditation instructions. So for today's guided meditation, it will be on one of the core aspects of our spiritual life and meditation life itself, which is what I call has this guru element, or which is called the guru tattva in Sanskrit. And I want to just give a little explanation before we start our practice, because I have not talked about this in the meditation instructions before. In general, in most contemplative traditions, and by this I mean like meditation based kind of approaches, it is considered that there are actually three main forms of guru, or three main aspects of the guru. The first is actually the physical guru, and this is in a person or a form or somebody that we connect to as our guru, mostly for spiritual life. But it is not fair to say that there is just like one guru as such, even physically, because, for example, if today you're listening to this, you have learned English somewhere. And so there has been some teacher for you in the past who taught you English. So that teacher is also uh, is a form of guru in one way. But yeah, in spiritually, at some point, that kind of inner kindling happens through the medium of one guru mostly, or it could be for some people two, three gurus also. And then the second aspect of it is that form of guru, which is actually in terms of experiences that come to us in life. Some may be good experiences, some bad experiences. So these experiences can also manifest as one entity, which some people kind of relate to as God, or some deity, or some form of some divine. In traditional Vedantic thing, it is said that there's one guru called Dakshinamurti, and from him all those gurus are originating. All different forms of gurus manifest. So we can take it like that, that there is that one entity, prime entity, as a second form of guru. But the most important thing for those of us who are already attracted to a contemplative kind of, or a meditative thing, is this aspect of inner guru. And I want to, it's like there's a lot of interpretations on that, but uh, I'm just going to give you a little something to so you can think about it and dwell upon itself. And I'm also going to do this the guided meditation to try to be able to relate to that. So the first thing about this inner guru is that it is actually said that that first form of guru that I was talking about is called as saguna sakara. That is like it has form and it has attributes. The second form of the guru is like called as saguna nirakara. It is like it has form but no attributes. And then or rather, it is like a you can kind of think of it like as some essence of that guru that you connect to through that medium of that guru. So in the third form, it is like nirguna nirakara, or where there is no form and no attributes, or no specific kind of aspect that you can connect to. So we'll do this in our meditation, but it's very important for us to start off with having this intention when we do our practice to be wanting to connect and align ourselves with this inner guru. And this aspect of how we do this connection with this inner guru is a very useful thing. It is not that by just connecting to this inner guru we will get all the answers, or that there is some kind of an intuitive language through which we will get all the answers. But our mere intention to want to connect to this inner guru will actually get us a lot of answers. Whether we find some teacher who comes to us in some time who helps us, or whether it is some flavor or some presence we start feeling in our life. So it kind of manifests in certain way, that whether in the nature of form or formlessness, it connects. We start getting the answers, or we start getting that attunement, and the spiritual life starts to develop and progress based on that. So today, what I'm talking about, and what I'll try to guide us through this meditation, is something that I recommend that you incorporate in every meditation that you do. And meditation is one of the best forms to connect to this inner guru, because in its essence, this inner guru is nothing distinct from our own self, or our own true conscious nature, as it is said. So it is that distinction between us and the guru starts to kind of evaporate at this point. And so that in essence, like, you find that indivisibility with the inner guru. And even that this word inner guru is at that point stands as a divisive element, and that starts to fall apart. And the more you can connect to that, the more you start getting to know, even in your meditation, what is the next step you need to take. Or even if you don't find the exact answer, you will, through some means, some book or some teacher, start getting that kind of guidance. And so they're having that intention is the first thing, that we need to have this intention. We want to connect to that. And the last aspect that we will do in our meditation is actually something that we have already been doing, wherein we drop everything. We drop this attempt to create some form, or create a focus, or to hold on to some objectivity in our meditation, and just to rest in that awareness aspect. Because at that form, at that point, that inner guru starts to manifest for us. So, having said that, let us try it out in the meditation today. And so, today's meditation, we will focus mainly on this aspect, because I want you to see if you can incorporate at least a little bit of this in every meditation that you do on a regular basis. But for today, I'll focus a larger part of the meditation on this aspect. So I encourage you to have this intention to want to connect to this inner guru, to your own self, to your own divine nature, and that it manifests in your life. So you can start with that prayer. You can start with that intention today. That finding this thing, that you might find the answers to your own inner life, your own spiritual life, and of course, as a result of that, your outer life also may manifest accordingly. So take a moment to internalize that intention. And in your own words, you can say out a prayer in that on those lines. So now let us just practice the just a basic pranayama, which I've been asking you all to do, wherein you just inhale, tense your whole body, and with a quick exhalation, let go and feel that relaxation. Inhale, tense your whole body. And with a quick exhalation, drop everything. So feel that mentally dropping of all your tension, worries, and thoughts that you've been carrying throughout the day as well. Feel that energy, vitality. You can also visualize the light kind of charging through your whole body as you tense your whole body with vitality, energy, and strength, and then quickly drop it. Let go. You can do it one more time at your own pace. So that clears your mind, your energy, and helps you to tune in to your own inner self, to the divine nature. Now we will again start with a couple of simple practices that we have already been doing in all our other guided meditations. So you can start by scanning the whole body. Wherever you feel tension, you just feel that part of the body and mentally relax and let go. So starting from the forehead, face, eyes, nose, mouth, just feel that as you bring your awareness, you relax and let go. Same with your throat, neck, anywhere you're holding tension, just by the mere presence of awareness, your own awareness, you relax and let go. Your chest, stomach area, your arms, shoulders and back, lower back. Completely feel that as you bring your attention, you can also feel like a light energy and just relax, let go. Your legs, all the way down to your feet. And the same scanning, but this time we don't try to change anything. We mentally accept whatever sensations just as it is. So from the top of the head, just become aware. Whatever sensations there is, if it's a cold, hot, throbbing, tingling, pain, pleasure, just relax and let it be. All the your whole of your face, neck, chest, shoulders, arms, all the way down to the fingers. Become aware and mentally be at peace with whatever it is. Stomach, lower part of the body, legs, upper thighs, calf, feet. Just acknowledge the sensations and be at peace with that. Mentally stop resisting how your body is feeling. Now just bring your awareness to all your body, generally, wherever there is sensations. Acknowledge also that there is breathing happening naturally. And if there's any thoughts, also we just acknowledge and let it be. But we don't follow any thought, we don't follow a mental chatter. We just allow the mind to recognize it, but we don't follow with all the evaluations, the chatter, and all the commentary that goes on in the mind. Now we can start our exercise for today, wherein we kind of start bring to our mind some form or some aspect of teaching, or some, whether it is in the form of a specific teacher, or whether in the form of some book, or whether it's a form of some god or some deity. So you can just bring to your mind something that has a natural reverence and respect in your heart. Feel that presence. And for this exercise, we focus at the point between the eyebrows. We don't tense and focus there. We don't physically focus our eyes there. We just mentally kind of visualize focusing at that point. If it helps you, you can raise your eyes a little bit, keeping it closed. You can raise it. And just bring to your mind that image or form which has a natural reverence in your heart. If you find it difficult to think of any specific form, then you can actually even just bring to your mind someone whom you have respect towards, from whom you might have learned something, and just kind of from that person, no need to focus on that person, but just hold on to that feeling of reverence, attunement, somebody who you naturally can listen to. You can also think of that. And see if you can feel it in your heart, that presence or reverence or that respect. Now, as you keep doing this, you can gently drop that form or the name of the person, and just try to see if you can hold on to that feeling of attunement with somebody, attunement with something deeper, or merely it could be just the teachings. Maybe you're attuned to some teaching from some scripture. You can just attune to that as well. It has to translate into some form of attribute where you can feel it. If some people find it harder to think of formless, then they can hold on to the form. They can continue to hold on to the form and name. But it's good to try and see if we can drop it, at least for this exercise, and just see if we can tune in to that feeling of presence, of stillness, and see if you can connect to that nature of peace or assurance that it gives you. Now try to see if you can consciously invoke the presence of this formless or form-based entity, such a way that it gives you some assurance, or you can even kind of visualize in a form of a deity if you like. But important thing is to see if you can feel that presence, that divine attunement. If not anything, see if you can just feel a form of stillness, rather an attribute of stillness. Something that quietens you, gives you peace, gives you rest. If not, if you're not able to feel, just intellectually at least give yourself that space to allow that there is such a thing. That is possible for you to experience such a thing.